The biggest YouTuber in the world, MrBeast, just posted a video of him digging 100 wells in Africa. And I got to say, as an African myself, I'm not impressed.
White man goes to Africa and builds some wells. And what do you know, the internet is angry once again. Strange, right? It's not like the internet to get angry over silly things. Well then. So you're probably thinking, Neil, who's mad? Well, take a seat, relax your butthole, and I'll explain. Feel free to leave a comment regarding your thoughts about certain parts of this video. Regardless if we agree or not, I'd love to hear your opinions. So there's these two sections of the internet called TikTok and Twitter. What was that? Hold on. Was that? Apparently it's called X now. So these are actually social media platforms. So here's a synopsis. There's a small YouTuber called MrBeast. He only has like over 100 million subscribers or something like that. Irrelevant. Anyway, MrBeast is known to be very generous in his videos, giving away thousands of dollars to people, with a lot of these videos centered around charitable causes. What an asshole, right? So he recently published a video called I Built 100 Wells in Africa. Social media is angry once again. Wait a minute, hold on. I forgot to do the intro. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Neil. Really, Neil. If you're new here, hi. If you're a returning subscriber, how you doing? You look amazing today. You've been pooping with that ass. In case you haven't noticed, I'm standing in this video as opposed to the old traditional sitting. While American YouTuber MrBeast's goal was to provide clean drinking water for 500,000 people, activists say his actions shamed the Kenyan government and helped perpetuate the stereotype that Africa is dependent on handouts. Okay. For context, in case you haven't watched the video and can't figure it out from the title, MrBeast visits Kenya, Uganda, Zimbabwe, Cameroon, and Somalia, and builds 100 wells to provide clean drinking water to the people in those villages that he visited.
This is the first of 100 wells we're gonna build in this video. Oh, water!
Well done. So you're probably thinking, oh, that sounds cool. What is there to be mad about? I don't know, dude. I don't know anymore. But you can always count on the internet to find new ways to be mad about something. So MrBeast actually predicted this would happen. I mean, he even tweeted, I already know I'm gonna get cancelled because I uploaded a video helping people, and to be 100% clear, I don't care. I'm always going to use my channel to help people and try to inspire my audience to do the same. Cool. Taylor Lawrence quote tweeted it and said, no one is canceling you for helping people. You've received extremely light criticism in the past for the way you've monetized kindness content that some vulnerable people found to be exploitative. I had no idea who Taylor Lawrence is, but after doing some quick googling, I still have no fucking clue who she is. Apparently she's an American journalist. Those are two keywords that make sense after reading her tweet. According to Wikipedia, she is particularly known for covering internet culture. Amazing. 40-year-old woman. Before I move on, I want to address something here, okay? I'd like to say, dear Taylor Lawrence, how about shut the fuck up? Something to consider. I mean, in what way was this exploiting? He's a YouTuber, he makes videos, and you know what? The videos make money to pay for the things that he's doing. He didn't have to do this with his money. So I did some more research. It turns out Taylor Lawrence has built a grand total of 0 wells. Next, we have a TikTok by Tunji. The text on it says, calling out MrBeast's white savior complex.
Oh shit.
There we go again.
Here we go again.
The biggest YouTuber in the world, MrBeast, just posted a video of him digging 100 wells in Africa. And I got to say, as an African myself, I'm not impressed.
How does this have anything to do with your opinion as an African? Why does this have to impress you? Especially being a guy who lives in one of the whitest neighborhoods in Toronto.
Because I am sick and tired of watching these palm-colored influencers using African villages as a stage for their white savior propaganda.
Right, a couple of things in that sentence there alone. I don't remember the last time any influencer did anything for Africa. So if a colored person did this video in the exact format, would it be fine? Okay, and what the hell is palm-colored influencer? It means a white person, according to Urban Dictionary. Nice. Great direction in this video so far. Continue, sir.
Issues like poverty, disease, and bad drinking water are not exclusive to African regions. Flint, Michigan is a good example of an American city that got all 3 of those things. But MrBeast made the intentional choice to go to an African village to make a big show of his great humanitarianism.
When did anybody say this was exclusive to African countries? And whether it's exclusive or not exclusive, what's so inherently wrong with helping these villages? What was he actually supposed to do? Oh, you folks over there don't have clean drinking water and you have a high chance of getting malaria all the time? Well, shut the f up, okay? Because Flint, Michigan has dirty water. And what does he know about Flint, Michigan? He lives in Mississauga. You're gonna compare Michigan to Kenya?
Why? Because Western society is so conditioned to thinking of the entire continent of Africa as being beneath them that they will see no problem with people like MrBeast exploiting the images of children for financial gain and for an ego boost.
I mean, I kind of agree with what he said there in the beginning. I'm a well-traveled person and I've been to many countries, and every time I've had a conversation with travelers and somehow African culture was brought up, it seems that most people globally tend to have this misconception that Africa is just one big chunk of land with a bunch of skinny, malnourished black people with flies around them. This is obviously not true. It's a big misconception that was formed since the 80s or even the 70s from charities doing infomercials to people in the West.
9-year-old Sonia has to sleep on the dangerous streets, and if no one helps her, that's where she'll stay.
It's just a lack of cultural education, that's all. However, the accusation that he's exploiting images of children for financial gain, what kind of logic is that? He's literally helping kids in these videos.
And I know in his heart he thinks he's doing the right thing, but with as big of a platform as he has, he's actually propagating imagery that says Western society is higher, African society is lower, and they need our help.
So because he helped some African villages, it means he's acting above them. Right. So what Tunji is trying to say here, if you're white and you want to help, forget those African villages, alright? They don't need your clean drinking water. They don't need any help at all. Those mosquito infested swamps, that's part of the package. That broken down bridge that the kids have to walk over to go to school, that's part of the aesthetic.
And if history has told us anything, we know for a fact that your help doesn't help.
Fucking hell. Anyway. So according to his bio, he's a comedian. I'm not sure if this specific video is satire. I really do hope so. I just want to make that clear because the last video I included a TikTok that I thought was real but turned out to be satire, and a bunch of people in the comments attacked me. Jesus Christ. His bio also includes multiple horoscopes in it. I don't know how that works. Also, after doing some more research on Tunji, it turns out this TikTok guy has built a grand total of 0 wells in Africa. Someone in the comments actually said what needed to be said. Are you building 100 wells in Africa? Nah, scrap that. Are you building them anywhere? Someone actually replied, what about the starving and homeless in the US, Canada, Mexico? What's the point of going so far away to help? Listen, pal, people in Canada and the US, they have access to clean drinking water, okay? Honestly, I couldn't have predicted a more brain dead comment from an account named Shit. Next we have an idiotic rant from Albert Nat Hyde. MrBeast's 100 wells is disrespect to Africans. Oh, I'm sick of the internet, bro, honestly. He described the entire Africa as a village with its people living in huts. No he didn't. Literally the first point of your tweet is completely inaccurate. We're off to a shitty start here, Albert. He projected that all Africans lack good drinking water. He did not. He emphasized that many Africans lacked safe drinking water.
One of the teachers showed me where the students currently get their water, which is from this river. That's extremely unsafe to drink. This is where your students used to get water from?
Yes.
This is crazy.
As a matter of fact, according to World Bank, just 3 years ago, 387 million people still lacked a basic level of drinking water. 737 million people lacked basic sanitation services, and 811 million still lacked and had limited access to basic hygiene services. About half of schools and health facilities lacked access to proper water and sanitation services. So what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Nobody is trying to diss the continent of Africa. It's literally in the numbers and the statistics. Wells in 2023 is offensive. Why not boreholes or pipe-borne water? Bruh. Are we really being that technical now? You obviously dumbed down the title so everybody can understand what he's doing. Anyway, who the fuck says pipe-borne water? Boreholes? Excuse me? Kiss your dad with that mouth? Wells is obviously a much simpler, easier term for everybody to understand, you fucking goofball. Africans do not need water donation. We ain't that poor and thirsty. I'm gonna show these numbers again on the screen just for you guys to understand. Please pause and read it and let it sink in. It's very interesting that he says we ain't that poor and thirsty, coming from someone who lives in one of the richest cities in Africa. Next point, Albert. Africa is a continent with 54 countries. He must be specific where he went. Did any of these people criticizing MrBeast even watch the video? He literally has a map showing precisely where he went, with labels.
We wanted to continue to give water to communities all across Africa. So we built more wells in Uganda, Somalia, and Cameroon.
How do you have the audacity to criticize what someone did without even fully knowing what they did? This is capitalism. He wanna low-key use these countries for profit. Dude, he has much more lucrative ideas to make money, okay? He didn't have to do this. Let's just say he's doing this for profit. Guess what? 100 functioning wells were built and 500,000 people got clean drinking water. So shut your fucking mouth. How is this even low-key? He's literally the biggest YouTuber on the planet. This tweet annoys me to my fucking bones, bro, honestly. He has set Africans for global ridicule by building wells we never asked him for. The people in that video didn't seem to be ridiculed. They don't seem to be unhappy with the wells he built. How about you stop complaining on behalf behalf of other people who aren't even complaining, by the way. Funny enough, the nonsense of this person doesn't end in this tweet. He kept going. If you analyze videos critically, you will deduce that MrBeast sees himself as a messiah to Africa who's solving a 100-year problem which never existed in the first place. Cool. Hundreds of millions of people without clean drinking water never existed, guys. It's all a conspiracy. With some beautiful hypocrisy, Albert includes in this thread their promo code for an online betting platform. Right, not exploiting at all. In a tweet thread that you had so much passion and concern about, you include 2 different advertisements about gambling. Brilliant. I love it. I had enough of this shit, alright? This thing pissing me off. I gotta stop covering stuff that annoys me. Honestly, I get so riled up about it. MrBeast, this racist asshole white man, helped 500,000 people get clean drinking water, and in the process helped build facilities for people.
Also able to update one of their schools with brand new computers.
How are they liking it?
They really like them.
Glad to see it turned out well.
How dare he do this? You're just ruining it, man.
Look at my lips, you're ruining it. Ruining.
I hope we can all agree that it's relieving to see someone with large amounts of money helping the planet unconditionally. Also along the way inspiring everybody to do the same. That's what we need to learn as a society. 2023, in a time where a dude is close to colonizing Mars, we have artificial intelligence that can render your favorite big tits anime character. We have ChatGPT literally doing work for you. And yet somehow as a modern society, we haven't yet learned how to get along with each other. The fact that we can't support someone who's helping underprivileged villages in Africa just because he's white, that kind of thinking is more primitive than people who don't have clean drinking water. If you can do it better, regardless of what color skin you have, shut the fuck up, get off your little social media account, and go show us how it's done. Otherwise, your words mean nothing. Absolute shit. Stop sitting in front of your computer and your phone screen and complaining on behalf of other people. Because you know what? The people in MrBeast's video, all of them, seem pretty fucking happy. I don't see them complaining on social media at all. I don't see any tweets from any African villagers that said, white man came to our village, forced us to drink clean water. No, I don't see that. If you actually like to help the cause or even learn more about what he's doing, you should check out beastphilanthropy.org to kind of learn more about the causes that he's leading and maybe educate yourself a bit more without getting triggered like a Karen. Imagine being a colored person and being called a Karen. That's sad. That's pathetic. Folks, that's all the energy I have for today. Thanks for watching. I hope we can all agree with the context of this video, but I would love to hear your opinions about it. Also, please, no insulting anybody, no racism, okay? Okay, maybe a little bit of racism. Joking. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.